Alright. So, how are you supposed to start out that YouTube videos?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. What's up, everybody? This is...
Put
It's your boy.
Geometry.
Put your face into the camera.
No, I won't do that. I don't want to scare these people. Alright. Okay, listen up. So, for this one right here, I know everyone in here is paying attention, not playing on their phone right now. Because y'all need this. This is them points. So, you're going to see a lot of stuff just like this, okay, on AZ Merit and all kinds of final exam. So, right here, properties of dilation. Now, dilation means it's going to be same shape, different sizes. So, the distance between the center of a dilation point that has been transformed by dilation is determined by the distance from the center of dilation to the original point multiplied by the scale factor. Scale factor. That's what we did yesterday. What we're multiplying both numbers by.
So do you write scale factor?
Yeah. Scale factor is the ratio of it is the image to the original length. Now, if you're thinking about this, it's the image, and this would also be called the pre-image, right?
Is that image?
Yeah, the image to the pre-image. So it's the first one to the second one. I-M-A-G.
Well, how did you spell it?
I don't know. How do I spell it?
Image.
I-M-A-I-G-E.
What's the apostrophe on?
I have dyslexia. I can't.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. No, seriously, that's what I'm asking you guys. Image is what? E-G-E?
A-G-E.
A-G-E.
But it's not the same.
What's dyslexia?
Dyslexia. I can't read stuff in order. So all my spelling is horrible. Okay? So, anyway. It's one of those things. So I always misspell stuff. Anyway. Okay, so a line that is dilated will typically be blank to the origin. Okay? It will be similar to the original line.
It'll be weird.
Similar to the original line. So it's going to be the same shape, but it's going to be, compared to the original, it's going to be whatever the scale factor is. So if it's twice as big, it's going to be the same size, but twice as big.
Similar?
Okay, similar to the original line. If your original line goes through the point you are dilating with respect to, then the line is not parallel, but will rather be collinear. Collinear with the original line. Now the word collinear means it's on top of the other line. So you're going to have one line on top of the other line. So that's what collinear means. Okay, whenever else I'm actually doing this, they're going to be parallel to each other.
What is it?
What is what? Collinear? It means on the same line. Collinear is going to be on the same line. All right. So let's take a look. Did you get one of these? Did I give you one?
I cut it.
Okay, you already did? Yeah, go ahead.
So would A and B on example 1 be collinear?
A and B. Example 1. I haven't done it yet. Those points, so the line is going to be on, you'll see it here in a second, okay? So let's start by drawing the points. A is at 0, 4. 0, so 0 left and right and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. B is going to be at 0, negative 1. 0, negative 1. And C is at 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here's A, here's B, and here's C.
Connected.
So there's my triangle. and that's going to be called triangle ABC.
1, 2, 3.
All right, the next one says dilate ABC by a scale factor of 2. Now, we learned scale factor yesterday. So what am I going to do with the scale factor of 2? What am I going to do with that 2?
Multiply.
Multiply. Look at the notes from yesterday. We're multiplying both by 2, right? So A prime will now be what? What is 2 times 0?
0.
4 times 0.
4. I mean 8.
There we go. Okay. B prime would be 0 and negative 2. Yes?
Yes.
Am I losing anyone on this?
No.
C prime.
4.
4 and 6.
There we go, 4, 6.
Wait, what is the B prime?
0, negative 2.
So do we mark that?
So you multiply it by 2?
Yeah, because my scale factor is, so I multiply both x and y by,
2.
okay?
Oh, okay.
And then C, you should see
And then graph it?
Yes, now we're going to put this on there. Yes. Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Why is the scale factor 2?
Because it said scale factor 2. Right here, it actually gives you a scale factor 2. It tells you to do it.
C is 4 negative 2?
C is 4, 6. Because you're multiplying this one, look right here. It's 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 3 is 6.
Oh.
Okay? Alright, is everyone still paying attention over there? Yes? Okay. Alright, so we're going to plot these now. Put these on here. So 0, 8, 8. And it's going to be O, negative 2. And C is 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So that's C prime. This is going to be A prime, and this one right here is B prime. So as I draw this, all right, not bad, right? Now my example of collinear would be what? Is AB collinear with A prime, B prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is collinear. They're on the same line. That's what collinear means. Okay, so it says C, so that's just regular C, right? And the origin is right here. So it is going to be, C is square root of 13 units from the origin. How far should C prime be from the origin? 13 what? What would I do here? What did I do with my x and y values here? Multiply by 2. So now C prime would be, so it's going to be 2 times square root of 13. Does that make sense? Because whatever the values are, it's going to be the same, just times the scale factor.
So you don't have to solve it?
No, just that. Because if you get a decimal, it's going to give you the same thing. Does that make sense? Did I confuse anyone? Too bad?
No.
Not too bad?
No.
Okay, good. Example 2, part A. Graph this one. Okay, let's do this. Graph it. A is at 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. B is at 1, 1. C is at 1, 2. There we go. All right. So let's take a look. now we did it. It says dilate the triangle by a scale factor of 4. So what does that mean if it's going to be a scale factor of 4? Multiply it by 4, right? Okay, yeah. Let's multiply by 4. So given this one right here, we're going to do is multiplication of 4. So my values are going to be, let's see. So A prime would be where?
12, 4.
12 and
4.
okay, B prime would be
4,
4, 4.
Yeah.
C prime would be
4, 8.
4, 8. Okay, let's put that on there. 12, 4, so 12, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, and 4, 8. C prime, B prime, A prime. Here we go.
What page is it going again?
This should be 67, I think.
67. We did 65 yesterday.
I know, this one's 67. Because this one right here is going to be 66. And this one's going to be 67. Alright, so thank you for asking. I totally forgot to put that up. Okay, so now we graphed it. Now, we're going to have to actually flip it over and we're going to do some notes on this. So we're going to start talking about slopes and distances. Okay, so on the sheet of paper underneath, because when we tape it down, we actually have lined paper underneath. And that's the reason why we tape it down in a certain way. So let's see, this is 65, we're on 67 right here. So, because I haven't trimmed mine yet, so it's not going to really fit. So I have my page 67 here. So I'm going to start talking about slopes. Slope is rise over run. And we have a formula for that, which is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, I know you're talking about like the formula for it right there.
Yeah, this is slope formula right here.
I thought it was one
Huh?
equals M equals B.
Okay, see how you got the notes right here? And you know, in your notebook, you have lined paper underneath. This is just going to be on the lined paper underneath.
Wait, what page did we write this on? 65?
67.
67?
'Cause if you look right here, it should be on the right-hand page. Because the left-hand page should be 66.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so from here, all you guys need to do is start plugging stuff in. This is actually a very, very easy thing to do. So I'm going to start by doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and let's find the slope, okay, of this first one, which says AB. So AB. So I'm going to do the formula for this. So it's AB. So I'm going to write these out. So A is 3, 1. B is 1, 1. C is 1, 2. All right, so for AB, I'm going to use this one right here. So if it's AB, that means B is my second point, right? Say yes.
Yes.
So B is the second point. So what is the Y value? These are always X's and Y's, right? In alphabetical order. X, then Y. So Y from my second point is 1 minus, what is Y from my first point? 1 over, what is X from my second point? minus x from my first point. What's 1 minus 1? 1 minus 3?
Negative.
Negative 2. And so my slope, what is 0 divided by negative 2? So my slope is 0. Okay, so the next one is BC. So BC. So what numbers am I plugging in for BC? What's y from the second point?
1, 2. No, 2.
2, because it's BC. BC is the second point, right? So it's going to be 2 minus 1 over 1 minus 1. X from the second point is going to be 1, right? I'm doing B and C here, right?
Oh.
So it's 1 minus x from the first one, which is this one. That's why you guys, if you write it out by letters, that means B is my first one, C is my second one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 minus 1. 1 minus 1.
0.
So that slope is going to be, I got 100 grand for anyone that can actually tell me what that is.
Zero.
What is it?
Don't you just put 1 instead of 0?
Nope.
It's not just 1?
Zero.
It's 1.0.
Nope.
1 over
0.01.
1 over 0.
1.0000.
It's not just,
Moises? Nope.
it's not just, it's a bunch of. It's not just 1.
Auto math.
Wait, so we do what? What do we divide? We dividing?
It's not just 1.
It's 0.
Is that like a, what's it called? Is
it an actual number or do we leave it like
You cannot divide by 0.
like you can't do it.
Yeah, like you can't do it.
Like you can't do that.
If you can't do it, what is it?
One
It's like
over 0.
infinity or
So
something.
you just leave it like that?
0 or just nothing. Undefined.
So.
Bro,
I had it.
I
I
feel like I
said
know
you.
it, so-
I said you. I said you. I just couldn't think of the undefined. Yeah, I just couldn't think of the word.
It's undefined. If you
That's
can't,
what
you
she
can't,
said.
you can't divide by 0. I know she did say it, but Amanda had to say it.
I said you though, so that
You said
I
you.
should get 50.
You said it like that.
Yeah, you something. It's like you something. I was close.
Undefined.
But if it was 0 over 1, it would be different.
Yeah, 0 over 1 is 0. Okay, you can't divide by 0. That's why.
Well, I know that.
All right. What's the last one? CA.
Is the distance 0?
No. We're gonna do distance here in a minute. All right. So CA.
1 minus 2.
CA. So it's gonna be 1 minus 2 over.
3 minus
Wait, what? What do you mean? 2 minus 1?
Look, CA. So A is the second one, right?
3 minus 1.
So 1 minus 2 over 3 minus 1.
Oh, that's oh.
Because in this case, A is the second one, right? A is the second one, so C is the first one. So what is 1 minus 2? What is 3 minus 1?
2.
My slope is
3.
negative 1/2. You can leave it as fraction. Fractions are your friends. So as a rise over run, what is it? What does that mean?
Fractions are fake.
Right.
It goes
Up 1 over
down 1
Oh, yeah.
over 2. If it's negative, it's going to go down 1 over 2. So it's down 1 to the right 2. That's what that means.
Okay. You can still get that in y equals -2.
You can, but you have to do an equation off of it. We don't need to do all that. All right, so let's do the next one. So I'm gonna try and partition my notes because I need the bottom to do the distance part. Alright, so A prime was 12, 4. B prime was 4, 4.
Yeah.
C prime
B is 4 4.
Mhm.
And then C was 4 6.
Okay. 4, 8.
4
Okay, that's what I got from right here, okay? We did that one already. We multiplied this by the scale factor.
So A prime and B prime.
Okay, so first one. A prime, B prime. What am I writing?
4 minus 4.
4 minus 4 over
4 minus
4 minus 12, which gives me
2. Negative 8.
which gives me.
-3.
0.
I'm going to show you this on the calculator here, just to be
1,
sure.
0, 8.
Because you guys have to know how to use a calculator also.
It is 0, right?
Yeah, it is going to be 0. I'm
Wait.
trying to show you guys.
What you mean?
Watch. So it's going to be
Because the
0.
zeros on top.
Watch. Control divide. 0 over negative 12, right? I get 0.
Wait, didn't you say it was
0's on top here, right?
Yeah.
0's on top.
So,
Now, let's do the other one. The other one's going to be B prime, C prime.
it was 4 minus 4?
Yeah, because it's A, B, so it's this one, this 4, minus that 4. Okay? B prime, C prime.
4 minus 4.
Isn't C the second one?
8
Oh, yeah.
8 minus 4 over.
4 minus 1.
Okay, I'll show you. Look, calculator. So, watch this. Control divide. It's going to set up my fraction. 8 minus 4 over 4 minus 4. It tells me undefined. Undefined. Calculators are your friends, not food, right?
so it's always going to be 0 undefined.
If 0's on the bottom, it's undefined. So, especially if we're not sleeping through this, you should be good, right? I know I just have that voice. It's like hypnotic. I make you go to sleep, right?
It's an
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very soothing.
I know. It's just soothing, right? So I should like narrate children's books so they could just go to sleep. Alright, C prime, A prime. So A is the second one now, right?
4 minus 8.
4 minus 8.
12 minus 4.
Can I do that in my calculator? So I get 4 minus 8 is negative 4 over 8. Let's see. Control divide. So negative. So there's a negative.
4.
Look, the negative's right here. I want you guys to see this. The negative is this one right here. So you got to use that one. So negative 4 over 8.
Would it make any difference if you use the subtractions?
Yes, it does. Because it won't let you. So it's negative 1/2 again, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. So let's fill in.
Isn't it the same thing as the other one?
Yes, it is supposed to be because they're similar shapes. And
How if one's bigger?
huh?
How if one's bigger?
They're the same shape, different sizes. So they're similar.
Okay.
Same shape, different sizes. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little bit more notes underneath here. That's my slope. The next thing I'm going to do is distance.
It's the same as what's it called?
Okay, so distance here is going to be, there's a formula. It's going to look like this. It's going to be a couple different ways of doing it. So it's going to be a squared plus b squared equals c squared, which is my Pythagorean theorem. Another way of writing it would be, because we have x's and y's, don't we? So it's going to be, for this one, it would be c, or my distance, is equal to the square root of, okay, delta x squared plus delta y squared. Now, delta, it's a little triangle. It means the change. It means how far they're apart. Okay? There's another way of writing it. So it's going to be x squared plus y, y squared equals whatever your distance squared is. So different things ask for different. Okay? It'll make sense here in a little bit. So when we actually do this, I'm going to show you guys to do this with the deltas. Now, on this first one right here, it's going to be very easy. So let's look at the red one. How far is it from A to B? Are those on the straight line?
No.
Yes, they are. Look, they're on the straight line, aren't they? From A to B. Can I count how many units those are?
2.
There we go. That one's going to be 2. What about B to C? So from B to C is up how many units? 1. Okay, that's good. Is that easy?
And then 2 for CA.
Okay, so now, but for CA is on a diagonal. So, I'm going to show you guys. My x value here is 2, and the y value is 1, right? So, if I have this, it's going to be delta x, okay, in between these 2 points right here, from C to A. How far is it going left and right?
2.
2, okay. Delta y. How far is it going up and down?
1.
So let's plug it into this right here. So my distance would be equal to, this is my CA, is going to be equal to the square root of 2 squared plus 1 squared. So we get distance is equal to the square root of 2 squared is? 1 squared is? 1. So together it's 5. So your calculator will do that for you too, and it'll give you a decimal. Does that make sense? So watch. Turn it back on. Square root 5, enter. We get this value.
2.23.
What'd you say? 2.23, yeah. 2.24 basically, because there's a 6 on the other side. Okay?
Yeah, but then when you change it, okay.
Yeah, it's to the 4, okay? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Alright, so let's count them again for the blue. Let's count them again for the blue now. So how far is it from A prime to B prime? How far? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? What about B prime to C prime?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now, look at your distances here.
Shouldn't it be the same?
So from here to here,
Times 4.
it's times 4, isn't it?
8.8.
And from here to here, it's times 4. So what do you think this one's going to end up being?
Times 4.
It should be times 4, right? So I'm going to do the math on it. So for this one, my delta x is going to be 8. My delta y is delta y is equal to 4. So let's go. My c prime a prime is equal to, let's see, that's going to be 8 squared plus 4 squared. So my distance is going to be 64 plus 16.
So
Is that 8 squared?
What?
Is that 8 squared?
Yeah. So it's going to be 80.
Huh?
There you go. Yeah, you get 80 here. Square root of 80. So now I did it in my calculator. So is it 8.94? Isn't that going to be 4 times this?
Isn't
Yeah.
it 8.96?
Let me go times 4. Did I get the same thing here?
Yeah.
It is the same thing. I just took my previous answer, multiplied times 4, and I get this. So it's 8.94
That's a disc.
for this one. All right, I'm going to finish these notes tomorrow.
I thought you were going to.
You're right, because Miss Davis is going to finish these.
Wait, it's 8.9.
Aw.
Yep. All right, actually, no, someone else is going to be here tomorrow. So, listen, I'm going to share with you guys, I have a YouTube video for this lesson. I will share with that, just in case the sub doesn't want to do any work. Okay? All right. So, when you guys come in, there will be, up on the board, there'll be a video via QR code or just the URL. Please make sure you put your calculators away. Desiree, you're going to put yours away today, right? Leo, you're going to make sure yours gets put away today, right? Anthony, you're going to make sure yours gets put away today, right? Why? You don't want to carry it? I can't be responsible for that. So I could put it in the green bin back there on that desk, but you know, I got swipers that keep coming in and you know taking stuff, and it's people in this class. Yes, Nazbulo, it's you. Leo, get over here. Leo, don't make me call your mama.
You won't. The ball.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Jess.
Ricardo, make sure you put that away.
Double suicide, not today.
Richard, it's Richard, right?
Richard, sorry. Ricky Ricardo. Well, who is 32 anyway? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, he can't put the square peg in the round hole. He can't figure that one out.
Why?
Huh? I don't know.
No, I thought like.